I was looking at a way to see myself as a fighter. So my name is Guy Knauer. I live in Superior, Colorado, and I've got 4 kids, married with 4 kids, and I'll be 48 this September. About 18 months ago, February of 2013, the doctor proceeded to tell me that a normal white count in a person is around a 3,000 number, but mine was about 300,000. And I said, well, maybe I just have an infection. And she said, if you have a bad infection, you might have a 20,000. So we're pretty sure this is leukemia. And then at that point, I didn't hear anything she had to say. The next 3 months after that was a whirlwind, just trying to get things under control. Since February of last year, I've been taking about $12,000 a month in medicine, trying to keep this thing under control.
How did you end up finding jiu-jitsu, really? I mean,
it's kind of strange. So I think like Coach Davey would say, the power of the universe kind of a thing. It all just kind of, in a weird sort of chain of events, came together. I was reading some things online about how there's evidence that martial arts can help people with cancers or chronic diseases, things like that, in that something in your being is triggered to be a fighter more than you have been. I've never been a fighter, so I started to wonder about that sort of element of, like, here's a time my body needs to be a fighter. Maybe I should pursue that. And I started thinking about it, looking around, and you know, the people I talked to were like, this is the last thing you need to do right now. You need to sit back, you need to take it easy, you need to find some comfy sweatpants to sit around in, and I wasn't having that. I've always been an endurance athlete. I was a pretty high-level cyclist, and I run a few marathons, things like that. So I just started like considering the idea. I wasn't really actively looking for a martial art. You know, you drive by the different studios and stuff like that, and I considered it, but some weird random Saturday I decided to drive over here, and I walked through the door and met John Davey, and we talked for about 30 minutes, and then he came back and told me to talk to you, Ryan, and you said something that really stuck in my mind: be present. And that got me on the mat, and it is that whole thing, I think, that I think as humans, it's sort of like you're not given the opportunity to sort of be tough, but jiu-jitsu sort of has that. For some reason, I don't really like the word gentle art, because maybe being a white belt, it's not all that, I'm not perceiving the gentle part of it all that much, but it's just this idea that you can be tough and kind, and that kind of struck me really early on in the whole thing. You really do see the people that care about jiu-jitsu, they care about people. They understand that for me to get better, we've all got to get better, that kind of thing. Like I wouldn't call it a team sport, but there's certainly a team environment, and everybody's kind of looking out for everybody. It's just real different than anything else I've experienced. I kind of knew that it would be going in. Again, I'd never done any sort of physical contact sport. I mean, I'll be honest, like the first couple weeks coming in here, just like body on body, a little uncomfortable for me. But just really quickly you learn, like, you gotta put yourself in uncomfortable situations in order to grow. It is not easy. But whenever I leave here, I definitely feel tougher, but you do feel like you're kind of taken care of as well. You don't experience that anywhere else in your life, from my perspective. You either feel really taken care of, like doted on, or you feel really beat up. And in my life, it just seems like that it's just such a great outlet for that. Like, you do feel like you're getting better at something every day that helps you in so many different areas of your life. I mean, I hear people joke about like when you're training jiu-jitsu and you have to worry about getting put to sleep or getting your arm broken. Not that that happens, but if that's what you're trying to avoid, a lot of the other stuff in life kind of seems easy, like, you know.
Being present.
Yeah, being present. So there's part of it too for me that like, I don't feel well a lot of the time from a lot of the medicine that I'm taking. So to come here and still work hard is evidence that I'm still alive, like still making progress in life, not just in my illness or that kind of thing. But I think that's what's been huge for me. I was looking at a way to see myself as a fighter because I felt like I needed to fight cancer, but it's more than just helping me with my disease. It's become important in my life.